Married at First Sight, season 12, and we are on episode 2. If I can just give you my honest opinion, Virginia did not need to be matched with a husband this season. Virginia does not need a husband. Virginia needs to be matched with Jesus and a real good AA program. Let's get into it, y'all. Welcome to another episode of The Fruitful Wife. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Red Room. My name is Brittany, aka The Fruitful Wife. And if you are new to this channel, I am a marriage cheerleader. On this channel, you will find marriage information, marriage inspiration, and reviews on TV shows about what? You guessed it, marriage. So if that sounds like something that interests you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Y'all, so last night I was in the Fruitful Wife membership's Facebook members only group, and we watched it live together. And honey, we got 3 out of 5 of the Married at First Sight couples married. And honey, most of it was cringy to watch, to say the least. If you want to join us in watching Married at First Sight live, if you want to join the Fruitful Wife memberships, all you have to do is go to my YouTube page, hit the join button, and see which membership works best for you. We would love to have you a part of the Igniters fam if you are already a part of the Fruitful Wife family tree. So we started off the episode, we're on episode 2, y'all, of Clara and Ryan getting married. And we see that on the last episode, Claire, honey, after that man then gave her a sweet and thoughtful gift, honey, all them insecurities started bubbling up, child. And next thing you know, nothing was right. I mean, did y'all see that? She was doing fine. She was relaxing, enjoying, the day. And as soon as he sent her the playlist and all of that nice stuff and the beautiful letter, honey, nothing was right. Hair wasn't right. Makeup wasn't right. Dressed right. I look a mess. And I hope that during their marriage, she doesn't allow those insecurities and that low self-esteem that we saw kind of jump out of her suddenly, aggressively, violently, even to kind of push Ryan away. So he wanted them to be blindfolded and have a moment of physical intimacy. They held hands and touched. And and then in her nervousness, I believe that it was her nerves, she said, "This is so weird." I was like, why would you ruin the moment by saying that out loud? Even if I was thinking, this is so weird, I probably wouldn't have allowed that to come out of my mouth, right? I'm like, just hold his hand until he's ready to see you, lady. Oh my goodness. But they went ahead and they got married. And I was like, why did the Married at First Sight producers cut the scene like that? So they're getting to know one another. And he asked what her biggest fear was for Married at First Sight. And she mentioned, "I'm afraid that I'm going to fall in love with you and you're not going to love me back." I'm like, did they tell her to say that? I mean, like, what? And the fact that he has never said I love you to anyone, and for many men, that's not something that just rolls off the tongue. I mean, yes, you have some men who are, in touch, who are emotionally intelligent, I should say. But I'm like, ooh. This reminds me, what episode was that? With the ginger girl and the young boy. He was like real young and he had never said I love you either. And he never said I love you, honey. They ended up she ended up like cheating on him or whatever. What season was that, y'all? Type that in the comments if you remember what season that was. And wasn't his name Derek? And what was the girl's name? Anyway, so I'm like, I hope that he doesn't regard I love you as so sacred to even when he is there, he refuses to say it because of being uncertain. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see about that. I think that it was interesting. They seemed like they were attracted to one another. But Clara seemed to me to give off a false confidence. So, she kind of put her hand on her hip and she was like, so tell me about yourself. Oh, okay. And yes, and da 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 da. And really through her confidence front, I really saw just how nervous and unsure of herself that she really was. Now, Claire is, to me, a really pretty young lady. It seems like they have been matched well. And you can tell even in the interview when she was talking about what she wanted, all you heard was her say confidence, which alludes to me to something that she's looking for in herself. A lot of times, what we're looking for in a spouse, especially if we have the mentality that a spouse is to complete us, which is something that I don't really believe or subscribe to. But if we believe that a spouse is supposed to complete us, normally what we are lacking, we say that we're looking for in a spouse, right? So she said, I want my man to be confident in himself, confident in me. Anyway, so I thought that was interesting. I want to talk about, get into it, Brianna and Vincent. Look, honey, that's a good looking couple right there. Brianna, in my opinion, is breathtakingly gorgeous, honey. Do you see that melanin popping? I love the makeup that they did on her. I didn't think it was too much, even though I felt like y'all didn't use the same makeup artist for everybody, honey, because what they did for Brianna, or maybe they're only used to certain skin. I don't know what it is, but Brianna was gorgeous. From the hair, that natural look. And then her dress, oh my goodness. Now, I personally wouldn't have had my split up my dress that high, but honey, she had the leg for it. And it was for her husband. So I ain't mad about it. You know what I'm saying? But it was, they are such a good looking couple. She was absolutely beautiful. I was digging, the way Vince was. I kind of like the extra in the suit jacket. That's just me though. I'm extra. Look, I got a whole head of purple hair. Obviously, I'm extra. But what I did not like concerning Brianna was everything she talked about was so surface. I'm just hoping I'm going to be attracted to him. I'm just hoping that he's handsome. I'm just hoping that he looks nice. I'm just hoping that, he makes more money than I do. And a lot of those things are surface. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't want to be attracted to your husband. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have certain physical standards that you want in a husband. I'm not even saying it's wrong to want your husband to make more than you. I'm not saying any of that is wrong, but I don't know if it's the way that the producers edited the scene or what, but I didn't hear anything or nothing stood out to me that she really desired an emotional or intellectual connection. Everything was very materialistic. And, I'm not saying that those things don't have a place. Yes, many women, when they take the role of a wife, they want to be in a position where their husband creates a space of security and stability for them. I'm not saying that's wrong, but I didn't hear, I want him to love God if she's a faith-based person. I didn't hear, I want him to truly understand the importance of family. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear, I want him to be able to connect with me emotionally and be able to be patient. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't hear that as what should I say, a major priority in what she looked for. She may have said patience here, but I didn't hear her really, what's the word? I didn't really hear her just make it the forefront of what she's looking for. I'm glad that when she saw him that she was attracted to him, and he said that she was her type, that she is petite, and that she was pretty, that she had a nice shape, but it just seemed all surface. Because let me tell you something, when you enter into a marriage, yes, when you initially meet somebody, that may draw you guys together. But when you've been in this thing for going on 20 years of marriage, people start to look different. People begin to change because, it is scientifically proven that people change every 5 years, and they don't look the same. They aren't exactly, the same in their actions. You got to have something that is really of importance. What is your marriage really rooted and grounded in? If it's not, if it's only physical, after that leaves, because, okay, y'all are going to be together until death do you part. Hopefully that's the goal, I hope. And what if they get into an accident? What if something happens and their face changes, or they become handicapped, or, it's just, I'd just say don't base a marriage on those things at all. If you get it, that's a plus. But you should be able to have somebody that you can morally and who has an integrity that you can wake up next to every day. I get off my soapbox. Moving on. So they seem to really be connecting with each other. Back to Clara and Ryan, I really liked how they connected on their pictures. And, both of them ended up kissing. I really liked that part. I was like, okay, because what if this does work out? What if this is your, till death do you part? Let's just say that. And then you think back to the wedding and how reserved, standoffish you were because this is a stranger. I just feel like if you're going to enter into something like this, there needs to be no reservations. Now, when it comes to intimacy and intercourse and things like that, okay, I get it, I get that part, I see that, but the kiss, you don't want to look back on your wedding and see that you shrieked or cringed or whatever, when you met them. Okay, so let's get it. First of all, let me just say this. Can somebody explain to me in the comments? I'm gonna do a comment read, so you guys leave your comments because I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna pin my favorite comment. I'm gonna be in the comments discussing with you guys, and then I might do a live comment read. So make sure you comment below, so we can interact. I want to talk to y'all. I pray that I am wrong. Lord, please let me be wrong. I want to be so wrong that you guys are in the comments like, Brittany, you were so wrong. Please help me, Father. Please. Why they did Eric like that? Why did they do Eric like that? Can somebody... Why they did Eric like that? I said these couldn't have been the experts matching them. No. 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 I cannot believe that these pastors and doctors and specialists chose Virginia and Eric to get married. What? I mean, we are seeing the edited version of Married at First Sight. So that means all we're seeing is a collection of clips. We don't truly and fully know these people. But I don't need to fully and truly know these people to know that Eric and Virginia ain't it. Eric is so desiring to settle down, and you matched him up with a party girl who can't hold her liquor. Experts? I need some experts. You got some splaining to do. What? I can't. Okay. I'm sorry. Virginia was sauced at the altar. She was so sauced. She was saucy. She was salsa. She was sauced. She was dripping in sauce. I mean, first of all, let's talk about her friends. Why? Good friends don't let friends go to the altar inebriated. Can we talk about that? Good friends don't let friends go to the altar inebriated. Will she even remember her wedding? That's how soft she was. Did you see the... I mean, she was sauced. And it was cringy. It was awkward. And I believe Eric was being nice. His mama, did y'all see Eric's mama face? Did y'all see Eric's mama face? Eric's mama is conservative and traditional enough to talk about her behind her back. But her facial expressions were just... Her facial expressions told it all. She was Did you see the part, y'all? Did you see the part where his mama, Eric's mama, was like, they like each other? She was so sarcastic with that thing. Honey, did you see the way they looked at her when she was like, I need a drink, I need a shot or something? Ma'am, you already drunk. You already inebriated. You already sauce. Why do you need... ma'am, you need a piece of bread and a cup of coffee because you have just entered into a legally binding covenant with this man that you don't know and you won't even remember the next day. And I mean, she's just really aggressive in kissing him. But did you see his face when she said that she goes out a lot and she be in bars a lot? And he's like, that ain't what I want. That ain't what oh you know, substance abuse is very serious, and I don't want to joke or play about it because there are really people out there who struggle with drinking. So I don't want to put a title on her that doesn't belong to her. But I just felt, and this is just me in my opinion only, that for such a serious commitment, especially with someone that you do not know, you should have entered into that legally binding contract sober-minded. And then if you felt, you know, because first of all, I don't drink, I don't do that. That's just the lifestyle I live. But after reception, then go in. You know what I'm saying? But take care of business sober, because no matter how pretty you look and, you know, how pretty the venue is and all of that, a marriage is business. A marriage is entering it into business. And, you know, I'm not going to preach on y'all today, but people don't realize that at your wedding, when you were, you know, signing the contract, stating those vows, people don't even realize what vows are. Like, this culture believes that vows is some type of poetry that you say to your spouse to make the people at your wedding laugh and cry. No, like vows are serious. And yeah. Anyway, I was kind of sad for Eric, even though it seemed like he was really enjoying himself, even though he seemed to be smiling and laughing. And I don't know if the awkward facial expressions they caught were just randomly put in there for show, or was he really picking up that this girl ain't right. And I'm like, then she gonna look back at her wedding photos and see how gone she is. And then let's not even mention her bridesmaid who say, you know, we hope to keep partying and keep on having many shots. Ma'am, it just leads me to believe that you don't know what marriage is. And I get it, she's a product of divorce. Who ain't? Who ain't? I mean, woe with you. Get some good counseling. Go see an expert, a therapist, a mental health specialist, and heal through that thing. You know, you ain't the only one whose families were torn apart, dysfunctional, broken up. That's what mental health specialists are for. I was very disappointed. It was hard to watch. It was very cringy. And then we got to see a glimpse of Chris and Paige, who are set to get married next. And now I'm a believer. I am a Christian. But them two make me want to raise my eyebrow up. You see that? This is for Chris and Paige. She on the camera talking about the Holy Spirit is talking to me. He's talking to me. Producer like, what's the Holy Spirit saying to you? I mean, he's saying, let's waste no time. It's time. And I'm like, and Chris talking about, I don't know what I'm going to do if I'm not attracted to her. See, all of this is surfacey. God leading you to this, but you don't know what you're going to do if you're not attracted to her. If God was the one leading you to do this, if you feel like this is the Lord guiding you, then you want what he want, right? Honey child boo. I'm getting off of here. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments, honey. Oh, I just, I, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? That's what. If you made it to the end of this video and you made it to the end, go ahead and type in the comments. I don't know, because I don't know, y'all. So far, my favorite couple has been Brianna and Vincent, but even they, I got some questions, comments, and concerns. All right. All right, guys. So make sure you leave your comments below. I'm going to do a live comment read. Let me know if you want some more Married at First Sight content other than review. Maybe like a who wore it best, in order, who was the best dressed bride, best dressed groom, all of that kind of stuff. Let me know what y'all want to see. And remember, join the Fruitful Wife memberships. I'll send you a link to our private Facebook group, and you can join us, chat with us, and watch Married at First Sight with us in the private group. It's as low as $5 a month. That ain't nothing. And it's great content, you guys. All right. Until next time, be fruitful and multiply. Bye.